Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank. You are listening, caring partner.
This week on Road to Success, we meet Mary Deritos, whose idea for a business was inspired by her daughter. Find out how only on Road to Success. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. We're privileged to have Mary Derito with us of Tickles and Giggles. Beautiful name. What inspired the ideas for Tickles and Giggles?
What inspired the idea for Tickles and Giggles, which is a kids salon, and it's really not restricted to kids alone. We also do teens. Is we wanted to come up with something that really sounds like kids, something that will be interesting. Something that a kid will look like it and say, I want to go there. I looked at and I said, if you tickle a kid, of course, definitely they will giggle. So I said, why not Tickle and Giggles? So the idea just came like that. I didn't have a variety of names. And in this case, I just chose it and I loved it. Yeah.
And the idea of having a salon for children, that's very unique. Why children?
I had just given birth to my son, who is 2.5 years old. And I was stuck in the house alone. And I didn't have anyone to take my daughter to the salon. And she had a big function at school and she was leading. And I thought, where will I take this kid? I am nursing a small kid. I can't drive. Then I thought, if somebody had a kid's salon where they could do pick and drop, pick my daughter, bring her to the salon, I don't need to sit there and wait. And that's how the idea came. And I said, oh, I haven't seen it anywhere, especially the pick and drop where a kid is picked from the house, dropped in the salon. They make her hair. You don't need to sit there. And they're dropped back home. And that's how the idea came about. Of course, it took some time, like a year, for me to really think through it because it's not my field. And I had to really consult with my soul and my maker, really, whether I wanted to do this.
Well, that's actually very interesting because you're an accountant by profession.
Yes.
Turned into an entrepreneur.
Yes.
However, you still working. How do you balance both?
It's not easy. I'm employed 8 to 4. So one thing I realized that I can't manage everything, and I really had to work with people I trust. And at one point I thought of bringing my brother on board as a manager, sort of to really run the accounts, really run the replenishment, and also have a receptionist who understands what my clientele are looking at. So I thought that I cannot manage everything. I can't do 8 to 4 and still run this salon. I also have a partner who I work with. Her name is Christine. So she also plays in the management, which is the biggest role in this salon. Because in business, there are 3 roles. You are either the technician, a manager, or an entrepreneur. So in this case, I decided to be an entrepreneur, to just sit and watch my opportunities grow. And then the manager runs system, and so in this case I could not run the system, so I had to really employ or put people in place to run that. So delegation was key here, and working with people I trust.
What does it entail to run Tickles and Giggles?
I think what it entails mostly is how you manage your staff, because as you can see, I have about 12 staff. 50% are the ones who make the kids' hair. The main duties here is the replenishment, which is a huge thing because you really have to manage your stock, because we do chemicals, we do treatments, we do hairpiece, and we do so many other things. So that is the most biggest part, and also managing now like the payroll, which is once per month. But when it comes to managing the staff, I think they're a mature crowd who really don't need to be supervised and be watched on what they are doing. So that has been an advantage on my side in running this salon.
There's such a high turnover when it comes to the people who work for you, especially hairdressers. How do you manage that?
Let's say that I've been a bit lucky since I opened the doors here in May 2014. I've not lost any staff. Actually, I've been increasing the numbers. And the best part of the story is when this group moved here, they moved as a block. So like they know each other. So there is no one who has left, only joining. So that has been an advantage. And I think one of the things that I'm looking at retaining my staff, I take them more like friends, but not just like staff. If you find me laughing with them or joking with them, you will not believe I'm the owner. So I have that relationship, and I really want to understand their problems from root cause. I take them as family, and we share a lot, not only on work issues, even family issues. At times they call me, my kid is not feeling well, I'm having this issue, how do I sort it out? So the relationship and the bond that we have together has made them stay. And I see them staying even for long. I see them giving me ideas that I don't have. As I told you, I'm an accountant, not a beautician or a hairdresser. So when I look at the ideas they bring in, I see them, we have a future. We still have a future with them. And I pray, it's my prayer really that we stay, and I get ways and methods of retaining and keeping them.
Has the experience as an employee helped you become a better manager or a better entrepreneur? Does that play a role?
Yes, the current position I'm holding as an accountant, I'm a manager. So that has given me an upper hand in coming to manage here, because now working with people from different countries give me ideas and knowledge on how to approach situation, issues to do with problem solving, interpersonal skills. I've really gotten them more from my employment rather than in running this business. So that has been something, an advantage to say, in running the salon.
Children are not very easy to manage. We all know that they are beautiful creatures, we know that, and we love them. But how do you manage to contain them, in one space? Is there training that you go through? Do you train your people on how to handle children?
Yes, I think one of the things you will notice with Tickles and Giggles, it's the colors. The interior is beautiful. The play area, we also do chips and sausages for these kids. So when they think about it, they say, oh, I want to go to that salon where we eat chips and chicken. And again, my girls, one thing I've really taken them through, and I can tell you they came also from a salon that was dealing with children, but not 100% per se. But I think the knowledge and the experience they came with has helped them. When I brought them here, I had to bring somebody to really take them through, to be patient, to know how to handle a child. We've been lucky. We don't have those experiences where kids come here and start screaming. The only disadvantage, what we've noticed, what we've learned, is whenever a kid comes with a mother, it's not the same. So when they come with a nanny or alone, it's better. But when they see the mother, I think they're seeking attention, so they become a bit grumpy. They want to cry, they want to ask for this, they want to touch everything. So that has really helped. But I think my staff are very patient. I have seen them dealing with kids from all sorts of areas and backgrounds, but then they've been patient. That's a key thing that I look at when I want to employ someone.
Mary, we must take a break, but when we come back, we want to talk about where you started from, because you did not start with Tickles and Giggles. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Our guest is Mary Derrito of Tickles and Giggles. A really fantastic name. Before Tickles and Giggles started, there was something else you were doing. What was that?
I must say I've done so many things. My mother is an entrepreneur, and she's been bringing stuff from Kampala. I remember when I was in college, she will tell me, I'm not giving you pocket money. I'll bring you underwear and handkerchiefs to sell to your fellow students so that you make money. I started far. I started when I was in college. Again, the issues on like the clothes boutique, I started years back. I will go out because my job entails a lot of traveling. I buy something, and when I come back, everyone is asking me, where did you get this? And I thought, why not start selling kids' clothes? And that's how I started doing the kids' clothes. So I will go, get a pack when I come back, sell to my few friends, and I grew this and up to now, and expanded it now with Tickles and Giggles.
What ages do you focus on for the clothes?
We look at 2 years to 14 years.
And the salon?
The salon also 2 to 14 years. But we also have a mommy corner or a daddy corner. That means that a mommy can come and do pedicure, manicure, or even treat their own hair. Yeah, daddies can also come and cut their hair with their boys.
What about the pricing?
Our pricing are not fixed. You can see we don't have a price list down there. I think it's more of you come here and tell me, I want my kid to be made this and this style, treatment and what. We don't have a fixed price.
Mary, what challenges do you face running a place such as this one?
I won't call them challenges, but experiences that have made us grow and look for things that we can do better. And I think the biggest experience is our clients, for example, they don't look at prices. So you can't lower price thinking that you're going to retain them or bring them more. They want to live here looking, wow, that's my daughter. Wow, that's my son. So that has been a challenge to maintain and retain our clientele, in the sense that my girls have to keep it to the standard of cleanliness, the quality of their work. The finishing is very important, and even handling the child, because it's all a package. It's not just doing the hair, plating it, and you finish and the kid is gone. How about that experience that a child says, I want to come back to so and so. Sure. I want to go back to Tickles. I receive calls and people are telling me, oh, my kid is crying to come back to your salon. And I'm like, wow, that's nice. I go for shopping and I hear people calling me Mama Tickles. And I'm like, oh my God, no, I'm Mama Tickles. I'm not Mama Sasha. And those are some of the things that I have to maintain, the quality, retaining my clients. I listen a lot to my clients. And I like when they give me feedback, positive or negative, because that is the only way you can know whether you're doing well or you're doing badly. Because a market is competitive, and for sure, you have to be on the grounds that are not very shaky.
What kind of feedback do you get from your clients, especially the grown-ups?
Most of the feedback that I get is, please, let's start doing the booking, like what time do I bring my daughter? Because sometimes they walk in. I have so many walk-in clients, and sometimes a kid spends even 3 hours. I don't like it when a kid stays here idle. And so that's why we decided, let's have a shelf where we can have some books, some Bibles, whatever, so that when a kid comes in, they're not just idle watching cartoon or anything. Let them draw, let them come up with cartoons and pictures. Like now we have a pillar down there where we want to start sticking the drawings they do and the paintings they normally do. So when they come back, they say, oh, that one is me who did it. Oh, that's so-and-so who did it. So that has been the biggest challenge, bringing kids and they wait for long.
Having been in business for the last 1 year, what are the lessons you have learned that would encourage another person, another entrepreneur?
I think the lesson I learned is sometimes people will always shoot down your idea. Nobody believed that I could run this salon. Why? Not even my husband. My husband thought, why not open an audit firm? You are an accountant, not a salon.
Yeah, go with your profession.
Go with your profession. This is not your thing. And I kept on telling him it will work this way. I think I've learned that you should never fear taking a risk. You should never be afraid of losing, burning your fingers. That is the only way you grow.
This has been successful for you so far. That's what you've said. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I see myself expanding not only within, maybe outside. I have both long-term, short-term and middle-term plans. My short-term plan, which is running very soon, is we are expanding now to start doing kids' bedrooms. And my middle-term is maybe expand this, because I told you our clientele is really growing and I think the space is becoming smaller every day. I will see parents squeezing down there. All of them wants to sit and see what we are doing. So that could be my middle term plan. And my long term is maybe go to the region. I've not seen it anywhere in East Africa. Why not?
Mary, you make it sound so easy. I mean, it's already a challenge to keep day jobs, and then I have to now come back and manage another company. What advice would you give somebody who's actually considering having the both?
I think the key issue here is how you plan your time. That's the only thing. Prioritize. An 8 to 5 job, I'm employed. I have to deliver, you know. I give it more priority than my business, because as I told you, I have people who are running it. So for me, my job is key, so I prioritize more there. I rarely go out for my lunch breaks, unfortunately. That's the time I want to check what's happening here, make a few phone calls, and just follow up and see everything is running. In the evening, caught up in traffic for 2 hours. You can't make it here, you arrive here very tired. And that's why I said working with reliable people here becomes very important, because I can say most of the time when I'm seen here, really like full time, is only on weekends. And again, I have to rest, you know. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mary. It's really a pleasure to talk to you. And I know there's no doubt where you're going and the kind of service that you're offering our children. I think it's incredible. Thank you.